Chapter 18. Changing the narrative. I started to see my story in a new light. Not just as a tale of pain and struggle, but as one of strength and survival. For so long, I let others write my narrative, labeling me the pretty boy, the target, the lost cause, but I realized I held the pen. I was the author of my own life. Changing the narrative wasn't about erasing the past. It was about owning it. Every scar, every betrayal, every moment of pain was part of the story that made me who I was. I began to rewrite my future, one choice at a time, letting go of old grudges, embracing new opportunities, and carving out a path that was mine. It was hard work, but it was freeing. No longer just the boy who was judged by his skin, I became the man who survived it all, and was ready to rise beyond. Chapter 19. Acceptance. Acceptance didn't come as a sudden revelation. It was a slow, grinding process, like peeling back layers of old wounds to face what I'd been running from all along. I had spent years fighting my past, trying to outrun the pain that clung to me like a shadow. But the harder I ran, the heavier it became. I had to sit with the scars, the betrayals that cut deep, the love lost, the nights I cried alone in a cold room. I had to face the anger that bubbled under my skin, and the loneliness that whispered I wasn't enough. One day, standing in front of the cracked mirror in my small apartment, I looked at myself, not just the surface, but the person underneath. The boy who grew up feeling like he didn't belong. The man who survived every punch life threw his way. I realized I couldn't change the past, but I could accept it, own it. Acceptance was more than forgiveness, it was freedom. Freedom to stop fighting a war inside me. Freedom to breathe without guilt or shame. It meant embracing every piece of myself, even the broken parts. And in that acceptance, I found peace. A fragile, precious kind of peace that let me finally believe I was worthy of love, worthy of happiness, worthy of a future that wasn't defined by pain. Chapter 20. Legacy. When I think about legacy, I don't think about wealth or fame. I think about being remembered, not for the mistakes or the struggles, but for the strength it took to keep going. I want my story to be a light in the darkness for those who feel unseen, unheard, and unloved. For the light-skinned boys labeled pretty boys, misunderstood by the world, and sometimes even by themselves. For those who carry scars they hide behind smiles. This legacy isn't just about me. It's about changing the narrative. It's about showing that survival is more than just getting by. It's about rising, growing, and becoming more than the sum of our pain. I want to leave a mark that says, you are not alone. Your story matters. You can rise from the ashes and create a life worth living. That's the legacy I'm building. Not perfect, not without struggle, but real, raw, powerful. And when my time comes, I hope they remember me not just as the boy with light skin, but as the man who owned his story and helped others own theirs too. Light Skin Chronicles is now available at the Amazon bookstore, or you can listen to the story on Spotify by clicking the link in the description.